Okay, this chapter was so depressing. Oh my god. The girl that Hakuri was trying to save was going through it. Oh, I was feeling for my girl. Beginning of this chapter, it is August of this year. It's the preparation period for the auction. So in this warehouse is several hundred meters from Sazanami's clan residence. This is where the merchandise is getting kept temporarily before they registered into the storehouse. And Hakuri getting his first job in a while, and his job is to make sure and feed all the merchandise before they go into the storehouse. And he gives his food to this girl, and he noticed that the food hasn't been ate. She hasn't ate in 2 days since she's been here. And if she keeps this up, she's gonna starve to death. This is where we get to see the girl, and she's all icy. And the title is Lot Number 24, Girl with Icy Skin. She has a rare condition with her skin, and she says she'd rather die than be sold to disgusting lowlives, talking about the mafia members. This is Hakuri. It's like a different person. Like, we've never seen him like this. He always introduced like super nice and super kind. But here's like, it's not up to you. Your valuable merchandise. I have to make sure you eat for the auction's sake. And he tells her in 3 weeks she's going to be transferred to the storehouse. And he's willing to even use force to make her eat. This is when she asks if she could have someone to eat with. And he says that she can't let him out of solitary confinement because of her body radiating cold and she might endanger the others. But she was talking about him. She's like, can you like eat with me and talk to me? And this is when he was confused, like, what? And he ends up like reluctant and staying to eat with her just for the auction's sake, because making sure she's like is healthy enough to get there. And then she asks him what's happening. His hands all bandaged up. And I guess Soya, his brother, was using pliers on him. And he said he usually doesn't use tools. He mostly uses his hand. But after he uses his tools on him, he somehow always loses it and then goes back to beating him the next day. Obviously, she's very wordy for him. Oh my god, that sucked. Pliers are going too far. She asks to see his hand. This is where she uses her power to like make a chill effect on his hand and like so it could like lessen the pain. And she tells us she feels the same with him because they're both rejects. And she asks if they can escape together. This is where Hakuri knew that she was trying to trick him. But she ends up even saying, yeah, you got me. If you have a change of heart, then let her go. She could teach him a lot of things from on the outside world. And he tells her not to get carried away, calling himself the merchant and her the merchandise. Like, bro, he would never say this before. What happened to him? Obviously, he's brainwashed from his family. This is where he gets deep in about his family and how he gets bullied about his family only because he's useless. And she's really there to comfort him. Go on the days and weeks of eating with each other, sitting next to each other, talking. As they're finishing up their meals, Hakuri is still getting beat up by his family members daily. And he looks real beaten up this time. And he tells her that tomorrow's going to be the day that she goes into the storehouse. So this is going to be her last meal they're going to have together. You can see him crying in the corner. She asks him, why do you take it? And he said, because I deserve it. I'm nothing special to the clan. She tells him that you're the one in prison, not knowing your true value. He's like, what value do I have? For talking to me, thanks to you, I was able to enjoy these meals. Like, you know, that hit him hard. That's the first positive thing he's ever heard. And then he tells her, let's have a meal tomorrow together. And she said, what do you mean? I thought today was my last meal. He has the keys in his hand and he says from the outside, let's go eat. Like basically saying, let's go escape. And she's like, I won you over, you change of heart. And he says 100%. This is, bro, this is where character development happens. Now we're back to present day and Soya destroyed his younger brother. I really thought he had a chance, but obviously he just awakened his power. And you're not going to be a boy that's seasoned at sorcery. And he tells him that he's going to kill him while he's still lovable. Then it goes back to the flashback and Hakuri's ready to go and escape with this girl. He enters the room and she has a knife to her neck. Talking about, I found it. It must be merchandise, right? Like she better slit her, you know what I mean? And he's actually like, why? Like, why are you doing this? She said she wanted to die from the beginning. And you wouldn't let her starve, so she had to find another way. Like, she wants to kill herself due to her skin condition. She says most of the people she loves starts out that way. But even the person that sold her to the auction portrayed her. And I think that's really what she says, because of her skin, she's only going to be abandoned. Only worth as a tool. Curiosity. He says even outside of her cage, there was no hope for her. This is where Hakuri's realizing his mistake and understanding everything about her, about how he got sold by the person she loved. It feels like he killed her. This is where we see Soya attacking his lifeless body on the ground, giving him the final blow. And all he says is, I'm sorry for using you. And then she says, was everything you said to me a bunch of lies? And Soya's walking away from Hakuri's dead body, presumably. He looks back and we see the pliers. You remember the pliers that like his brother used on him and then disappeared the same day? Like, it's there. Last panel, we see Hakuri lifeless body just bleeding out.